What's going on, people? It's Mr. Door back again with the previous show. I hope everyone's fit and well. And yes, football is back at last after international duty. Forest are back at City Ground, and this time against the new boys, Luton Town, who are back, our first time back in the Premier League. People, get your score predictions in now. I've done a poll and say who's going to win and put Forest, Luton Town, or draw. 12 votes would have been in. 7 says Forest, 17 says Luton, and 80% says draw. So people, if you haven't got your votes in now, do them at this moment in time. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And I say comment below in the comment section, people, on this live stream, get your score predictions as well. There's only Luton fans as well. There should be quite a few Luton fans on the stream as well. Please get it in. Right, I've got a special guest. Last time I spoke to T-Boy TV, we was in the championship, and now he's back here on my channel as a Premier League content creator. How's it feeling? Introduce yourself, but how's it feeling to be a Premier League content creator?
Oh, it feels brilliant. You know, like I said to you just backstage, you know, it felt like it was a matter of time for me, but just as quickly as it's been, you know, because I remember saying last time, you know, the progression we've been doing, you know, upon season, it was just a matter of time. You could see, you know, everyone was on board, you know, that sort of thing. So to be in here now is just phenomenal, you know, to look at, you know, the games we play, and, you know, it's just brilliant, really. But yeah.
As no T-Boy TV, he's got a YouTube channel. Like before we do talk about the game, tell everyone to watch the channel as it is, and tell everyone to follow the channel.
Yeah, just obviously, as you can see there, T-Boys TV. Obviously, I predominantly do Luton stuff, but I do other stuff on the side, you know, predicting the whole Premier League games, you know, do neutral watch-alongs, all sorts of things, really, you know, even neutral watch-alongs with opposition fans, you know, and get them on and have their say. And yeah, you know, even then, like obviously the big boxing event at the moment, you know, or that was going on, obviously the KSI Tommy Fury, you know, I've done stuff regarding that as well, you know, not just that type of boxing as well, any sort of boxing, so stuff like that, really.
So people in the comments, if you can do a massive favor, please, the link is in the title, T-Boy TV. Please just go on the channel, click on it, subscribe, and come back. But like I said, I like to help out other YouTube channels. And like I said, T-Boy TV, like I said, he's a Premier League content creator. So if there's any content creators that want a Luton fan, please holler at my boy, T-Boy TV, because like I said, when I was in Premier League, I had so much hype and so much content from the big content creators. So if there's any out there, please holler on T-Boy TV, and he'll talk about Luton Town. Right, let's start. We're going to start with about Luton, and coming to the Premier League, what was your reaction when that final whistle went at Wembley, being a Premier League team?
Obviously, you know, emotions were high, you know, like they are, and obviously you would have experienced it, you know, the season before. Yeah. Obviously, it got emotional. You know, throughout that game, I even felt, even when they got the equaliser, I always felt we were going to win it. You know, I just felt it was written for us to do it. You know, get into the playoffs the season before, you know, falling short just due to, you know, a few injuries. Obviously, you know, the season we didn't quite make it. Elijah was a massive part of our team. You know, we tried bringing him on, but he couldn't even walk properly. You know, so that obviously that didn't help. But going, you know, into this one, you know, determination, even a moment that happened in the game, you know, obviously the unfortunate moment with Lockyer, I think that just boosted the team even more. You know, when Reece Burke come on in that game, he was phenomenal. And, you know, I just felt it was ours to really, you know, lose in that sense, you know. And even when it got to the penalties, you know, Rob Edwards and a lot of people going into it said, you know, we've been working on the penalties, and you saw it. So, yeah, very emotional. And like I said, I expected us to be it, just not as quickly as it has been.
We can talk about your man, Rob Edwards, because, like I said, he was at Watford. He got sacked. He come to you lot. What was your reaction? Because we had the same situation with Steve Cooper as well. But what was your reaction when you hired Robert Edwards and he was a guy that got you to Premier League?
So when we originally got him, obviously, you know, me and a lot of other Luton fans, we were looking into the Watford thing a bit too much. But then when we looked a bit more into it, you know, Gary Sweet, when he said about who he, you know, wants to, you know, sort of get, obviously he said a young upcoming manager. You look at what he done at Forest Green as well. Obviously, it's a completely different league and that, but the rise up, you've seen since he's left how poor they've been. It was good. Obviously, then we started to see what he wanted to do. Play, a lot more football on the ground. Quick passing, quick tempo, that sort of thing. And you could see that it was really working, and these players, were gelling into it straight away, sort of thing. So, he's come in and just. For me, Nathan Jones, he still deserves a lot of credit, to where he did.
So some Forest fans they don't like Jones at all, and I don't like him. When he was at Stoke, not Luton, but Stoke. Well, yeah, carry on.
But yeah, like I say, he's Rob Edwards, and he's even said it himself. He's just capitalised on what Nathan's, done, and he's just progressed and thought some ways that he can. Improve the playing style for me, because I remember a few times towards Nathan Jones's last little bit, there was games, especially a lot of games I'd go to, where we would try and play them long balls and it wouldn't always work, and fans were starting to get frustrated with it. And I think, like I said, when Rob Edwards come in, you've seen how, it's a lot more on the ground, it's a lot more quick tempo, and even in phases, in the Championship we looked like a Premier League team, just on the way we were, playing and that sort of thing. So,
when you seen the Premier League fixtures, what was your reaction?
It's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I was just looking to see when do we play.
What team was you looking forward to what to play?
Just a lot of them. A lot of them, to be honest, because obviously it's the first time in my lifetime I've seen us play, the bigger sort of teams. And I was just looking forward to any game, to be honest. Even, the games where the teams that are going to be around you, like obviously Everton and Bournemouth, etc. I was even looking forward to them games again, to be honest. So just all of them to see where we're at as well,
So, like I said, the fixtures come out. Like I said, everyone's assumed because you've not. Are you well? The question is, buying players wise, because I know you brought in Ross Barkley. You just brought Townsend as well. As a Forest fan, I thought to myself, they've not brought in any much players in. As a Luton fan, how do you feel about this? You haven't brought in as many players as you had.
For me, I think we've done decent business when you look at it, in the sense of, especially now with Townsend, because that was someone I was crying out for, not him necessarily, but an experienced Premier League, attacker. Because for me, that's what I needed. Ideally, I wanted an experienced player in every position. Obviously, goalkeeper, we've got that now with Krul. Obviously, midfielder, Ross Barkley did have Lukonga, who's unfortunately obviously got injured. Ross Barkley hasn't quite lived up to it yet, but I think with Townsend coming in now, he maybe could, because in a way, obviously, I'm not saying they're going to be big-headed, but in a way, they'll think, like they are the best players in the team. So hopefully they'll be competing with each other in a good way, if that makes sense, to sort of play and make the team better as well. Because, like I say, Ross Barkley, he's been injured more than he's played, which is not ideal. But even when he's come on, he's not really done great. It's only the West Ham game I thought he was okay. But hopefully now with Townsend coming in, that's a massive boost. Because for me, in a lot of games we've had this season, not necessarily the first two, but again, you look at who it was, Brighton away, and obviously Chelsea away. They're games where them ones are sort of not great early ones that you want, but the other games since, really, we've shown that we can definitely compete at this level. For me, it's just we're just struggling to hit the back of the net. That's the thing. But hopefully now with Townsend coming in, we'll definitely benefit that. And he's played a lot of the development games at the moment, just to so he gets minutes and that sort of thing. But he's impacting the games as it sounds. So he's raring to go, and hopefully it'll be at least on the bench on Saturday.
I want to talk about, you mentioned the goalkeeper, and I think for quite a lot of Forest fans as well want to mention Ethan Haworth. I'm surprised you didn't sign him, but as a Luton fan, like I said, I don't know why, but why Luton didn't sign it? Because he's still a Forest player, but he didn't get in the 25-man squad. But do you know the reason why Luton didn't sign him?
For me, there was games, as much as he did, did good for us and he did do a job. There was games where the defence you could tell they weren't really too comfortable with him at the back, and he did have the odd mistake every now and then. Most of his time he was good, he was good, and we'd bang out the USA chance and that sort of thing. Yeah. But sometimes he was a little bit clumsy. Like there was I can't remember what game it was, but he literally like parried it out and it just wasn't good. There was a few, obviously players do have a couple, but he did have quite a few blunders. And even, in the penalty shootout, for example, in the final, as much as all the penalties were good, bar obviously the last one for Coventry, he didn't quite manage to get onto, any of them either. So, I think there's stuff like that. And I just feel they're a lot more, confident now with and playing out from the back as well. I don't feel he was really great at that either. And you look at that can come down to a confidence thing. And I don't think he was the most confident really. And I don't think the defence had the most confidence in him either.
People in the comments, if you've got any questions, we've got a Luton Town for T-Boy TV, please do. And if you're doing the super chats towards the channel and support my DoreOnTour, please help me a lot. I'm just going to go through the questions. So sorry, people. Hi, Mr. How you doing, Hadi? How you doing, Harvey? I hope you're well. Mitchell says 2-1 Forest. People in the comments, get your comments in and get your predictions in as well. How you doing, John? Hope you're well. Harvey says 3-1 Forest. Rockman greetings, Mr. Door, Forest YouTube channel, YouTube legend. Thank you for that. Hi, Dave. Hi, Ben. Hi, TD Boy. Have a good one, Davey. Legend, always on my stream without fail. Legend. Dave says 1-0 Forest. John Duke says you Reds. Nottingham Forest TV says I'm going to win 2-1. I will get T-Boy TV's prediction in later on as well. We've got a Luton fan in the evening. Got back my boy Ty. And had to go to a 1-1, get to something like City Ground. It'll be tough, but fingers crossed. Thank you, Stephen Hattie TV, for on my channel. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure everyone subscribe to T-Boy TV as well. His link is in the title as well. Gordon says, is Lansbury still about? He's not about, is it?
No, he just retired not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a grass, I think it's like grass company, and he's proper got priorities on that, and to be fair, he's doing quite well in that. So yeah, he's gone and decided to do that.
I think this is a question for you. I think, like I said, this is the main question. I think everyone's going to say to T-Boys TV. And this is from Eddie. Like, do you think Luton will go down or stay up? This is a question for you because you got 4 points and you're not in the bottom three. That's the most important thing. But what do you think? Do you think Luton will stay up or go down? It's early days, but what do you think?
I'll tell you what. Now, I feel, even though we've only got until January, I think, as it stands, unless he extends, I think Townsend will be a massive part for us because of that experience. And for me, we've seen it in games, and I've been saying it so far, week upon week. We are showing that we can compete at this level. We're not really conceding a lot of goals, like I say, bar the first two games. But we're just lacking that, that cutting edge. The only player who's got 2 or more goals this season is Morris.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel he'll come in. Obviously you can play anywhere across the three as well. A lot of games we've been playing free now, especially at home, which obviously we're not used to seeing. We're used to seeing two up front.
Yeah.
So, he can play anywhere across the three. He's got that experience. And like I say, hopefully it boosts up players like Ross Barkley as well, for his sort of thing. So I'm going to back us. Like I said, I backed us at the start of the season, 17th. That's where we currently are. So I'm going to say yes, because I think Townsend will be key for that.
People in the comments, what do you think? Do you think Luton will go down or stay up? Put it in the comment section now, people. So I'm going to go through the comments as well. Lansbury selling grass. Bloody hell, is it? Wow. Yes, good evening, Ben. How you doing, my friend? Godbody Forest has 2-0 to Forest. Lansbury has a contract. Lord Mills, so I heard. Oh, okay. Danish Red, how you doing? Danish Red, I hope you're well. Hi, Ben. Great to have the Premier League back. It's so. Are you happy the Premier League back as well? Because I'm not. Where's he gone? I don't think where's he gone. Are you back? Are you happy the Premier League is back? Are you an international fan?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I watch a bit of the international. You know, I do watch alongs. You know, to the European qualifiers. But I think the England game, the Australia game, was the first time I didn't actually sit there and even have it on in the background because just not really interested in the friendlies, to be honest. You know, it's no disrespect to Australia either, but when we're playing, you know, Australia and you know it's a second string England team and we're struggling, it's a bit worrying. You know what I mean? With the quality that we have as well, it's not great. But like I say, if it's qualifiers, then yeah, or obviously the actual things.
People as well. I'm going to ask T-Boy TV. Like I said, I'm going to ask you now. Do you think you'll stay up? Do you think you'll stay up? Like, where best position do you think for Luton to stay?
Best position, I'll say.
What at the start of the season? Where did you think Luton would have finished?
I said 17.
Oh, everyone would take that one there. Everyone would take that. I would have took that. For us, we would have took that. I think where did we finish? I think we finished 15th or 14th. Where did we finish? I don't know where we finished now on that, but yeah. People, let's say, get if you have any questions you want to ask T-Boy TV regarding Luton, please get them in now. I said, but I've done a poll as well, people. 37 votes. I said who's going to win. 84% says Forest, 40% says Luton, and 3% says draw. People in the comments, what did you say in the votes? Did you say Forest will win, Luton will win, or did you say draw? Get them in now as well. What do you think about Forest? Because like I said, it's the second season in the Premier League, and Steve Cooper's still here as manager. What's your thoughts on Forest?
I think you guys have been good. I've managed to actually watch quite a few Forest games as well this season. You know, from what I've seen, you've been impressive. You know, it's been impressive. You've kept, you know, a decent home record, which is, you know, obviously good for you guys. And I did say it last season, you know, when I was talking about the Premier League, I said if you guys are to stay up, I thought it'd be similar to how I feel it would be for us this season, where it comes down to home form. And I felt that was obviously, you know, massively key for you guys. But yeah, I've managed to watch a few games. You know, I think you've been unlucky in some, you know. But yeah, you know, the games you have won, you've done well. Even away, if I'm correct, it hasn't been as bad as last season.
It's not been as bad as last season. I said the top four. We played the top 4 teams. Like we beat Chelsea.
Yeah,
we've done much better than last season against the top one. So you can't complain at all. So, what's your verdict? Like I said, you played. I remember when you played against Chelsea. I think it was only 3-0, but I thought you played well against them. But at the same time, you did get, I don't know, people will know, you got your first win away against Everton. What was it like? What was it like beating Everton?
Well, to be 2-0 up as quickly as we were, especially, you know.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What?
Like, yeah, me and my dad were the same. We were watching it together. You know, we're like, what's going on here? We're 2-0 up. You know, we're actually doing what we've been struggling to do, which is putting the ball in the back of the net. And, you know, it's phenomenal, especially for me. You know, Everton have been in that relegation battle for the last few years. So for me, it's going to be a team that we're going to be in and around. So to get them points against them is always a bonus as well. But yeah, very well taken goals. You know, the Lockyer one, he just capitalised on Ashley Young, you know, dilly-dallying around the back. And then the Morris goal, you know, it's ball from them not marking him, but great finish. So it was phenomenal. You know, but as the game went on, you know, you couldn't be too overconfident because you know Everton will have spells, especially being at home. You know what Goodison Park can be like, the hostile atmosphere, that sort of thing. And we just dug deep. You know, the changes we made, I think we had maybe 1 or 2 little knocks in that game as well, Burke and Lockyer, if I'm correct. And, you know, the players who come on, you know, done their job and just, you know, helped us sustain and get the first 3 points. So absolutely phenomenal.
I keep getting Eddie keeps asking me, Dore, do you think Luton will finish this season? I'll be honest with you. I said before we were going on, I thought it's the players. They've not brought in, like we mentioned, Barkley. What's Barkley? He's a name, so and you've brought in Townsend. But I think if any of the two top players, like what's his name? What's your striker's name? Colton. Is it Colton?
Colton Morris, yeah.
Colton Morris. He's slowly getting there, I think. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. So that I'm not going to. It's too early to say, but I think Luton will struggle. But that's my opinion, people. But I'm sorry, T-Ball TV, but I just got to say, it's going to be hard. But at the same time, you're just going to enjoy it as a Luton fan, because in the Premier League, it's so different to the Championship football, isn't it? Because we experienced, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've already seen that in games. Obviously in the Championship, we was having a lot of unbeaten runs, and obviously the first couple in the Prem, we were obviously struggling for a while, so it didn't obviously feel as great. So there's that sort of things as well. But I'd say we are showing that we can compete at this level. It's just hitting the back of the net is the problem we're struggling on. And like I say, hopefully Townsend coming in will definitely benefit that now.
As well, people, I forgot to mention before I start, I'm wearing the famous Forest kit, and in the comment section, 2 years today, who did we play was wearing this kit? If you get it quick, I'll send you some stickers if you can get it really quick. It was an amazing day, one of the best games I've ever witnessed as well. So I'm wearing this kit. What's the reason why I'm wearing this kit? Because it was an amazing day. I went to the game as well. And make sure the vlog is in the description. So after this, please go and watch it, because it was one of the best away days ever. People in the comments, like I said, before I get T-Ball TV's prediction, please get your predictions in as well. I'll say mine after when T-Ball TV says this prediction. Before we do that, everyone got it right. Bristol City away. Bristol City from Gordon, and proceed from Mark as well. People, did you go to that game? What a day. I keep watching that game. I don't know if you know, TV2, we played Bristol City away. It was 1-0 down, and in the 90th minute, we scored 2 goals in 60 seconds in the 90th minute. They're one of the best vlogs I've ever witnessed. So people in the comment section, I'll put the vlog in the description after this. Go and watch it. It's one of the best vlogs I've done as well. So people after stream, go and watch it. Right. People in the comments, like I say, get your score predictions in. I'm going to tell T-Ball TV what is your score prediction for Saturday game.
Like I say, the City ground, it's a very difficult place to go. Obviously, the last time we went there, I went there, I remember it was the midweek, the 0-0. We could have got something from that, to be honest. Obviously, Elijah had the penalty.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
And there's a few chances we had in that game. That was actually when Shea was in goal. And that was the first time, that he's been in goal since the Stevenage howler he had. And we was like, oh, no, what is going on? But he actually done all right. I'd say it's a difficult place to go. I think we're unbeaten in the last 4 against Forest.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw.
You take that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, I think Luton
ground's a very difficult place to go.
Forest fans, let me flip it, because it looks an easy result for us. But like I said, no disrespect to Luton. I don't want to come here and thinking we're gonna steamroll Luton Town, because Luton are in the Premier League and they beat Everton. Who did you draw against? 1-1. Was it 1?
Wolves at home.
Yeah, you draw Wolves 1. So if Forest fans thinking it's going to be easy, it's not. But listen, I think we can do it. I think we can get a result. I think we'll get. I think we'll win 3-1. Ian, if it says here, is it 4 unbeaten? Is it 4 unbeaten?
Yeah, 4 unbeaten. Yeah, and I think the last time it was actually a 3-1 for you guys. So
was it? Oh yeah, because where was it? 3. Yeah, it was 3-1, wasn't it? Yes. was 3-1. Wow. It is going to be tough. It's not, like I say, it's not going to be easy for us Forest fans and that. Right. I'm going to ask you, like I said, you're a Luton fan. What 3 teams do you think will go down? People in the comments as well. I'm going to ask T-Boy TV, wait, in the comment section, what 3 teams will go down the Premier League for the time being? Do it now. T-Boy TV, what's yours before we go?
I'm going to say Sheffield United. I said
definitely down. Definitely down.
In problems all over the place. I'm going to say them. I'm going to go Bournemouth. I think they'll struggle. I did say with this manager, it could go 1 or 2 ways. It's not going in a great direction at the moment. And I did say a shock one. So I'm going to stick with that because there always is one that you're like, whoa, how's that happened? And I said it at the start of the season. A lot of people will be surprised. I'm going to say Crystal Palace.
No, that's not happening. Never. I can't see that happening. Palace won't go down. Right now, I've got to say, I think Luton will go down. I said they've not invested in players because, like I said, they get two players from Barnsley.
And I think that was it. We got Chio from Rotherham. He's been wicked at the moment.
I think Sheffield United, Luton, and who was this? Who's the other one? Burnley. Do I think Burnley will go down? I think they'll go down. I just don't think they're strong. But Bournemouth as well. I think they've got. But with Bournemouth, I think they've got a good side. On paper, they've got a side, but the manager, I don't.
Yeah.
Like you just say, it could go one way or the other way, but you never know. Right, it's been a pleasure, T-Boy TV. Thank you very much for coming to the channel. Like I said, people, please, like I said, after the stream, please go and subscribe to Boys TV. Like I said, he does some Luton work, he does other things as well. And like I said, people, go and click on this link. I'll be there on Saturday, see the Forest play against Luton, and I'll be doing a lot of vlog as well. I'll be doing the preview show on Sunday, around 8 o'clock as well. 7 at 8 o'clock on Sunday, so please go and watch that. It's been a pleasure, T-Boy TV. I hope you lot do. You know what? There's one thing I want Luton to do, and I think all Forest fans want the same. Just get more than 12 points. More than 11. That's all Forest fans want. Get more than 11 points because we don't want you to get a worst record in the history. Because we want that team from down the road. We're not going to make sure on the stream to get worse points. So please, Luton Town, we'll beat you. We'll beat you on Saturday. Then you can just get more than 11 points this season. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll be on T-Boy TV's channel tomorrow. You know what time does that start tomorrow?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. So people, like I said, make sure you go and subscribe to T-Boy TV. I'll be on his channel tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So Forest fans, please go and support all his channels. Right, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for everyone as well. Thank you, chat, as well, for doing all these score predictions as well. And thank you for taking your time for all this coming on my channel. It's going to be a good one. But football's back, and I'll see you Saturday. Peace and love of the Forest.